Engine calibration and vehicle calibration are the complex tasks. While doing engine calibration means we'll be optimizing various parameters at different operating points. I mean operating points mean speed and torque or speed and fuel. So we'll be optimizing at any one point or 2 points and few points at few different conditions. Then we need to create those maps which to be flashed into the ECU so that the optimization results can be seen on the engine in a live environment. So when you optimize at one point, we'll be selecting the best possible value at this speed and torque for different parameters. In this case, I can say fuel pressure is another one parameter, main injection timing is second parameter, manifold absolute pressure is third parameter, and fresh mass airflow is the fourth parameter. When we have four parameters, at one speed and torque point, we need to optimize the combination of these input parameters, which helps in reduction of either noise or NOx or soot emissions or fuel economy, anything. So we are trying to identify the combination of all the input parameters which results in the appropriate results. Once we do the optimization at different points, the big challenge is to create a map which helps in flashing into the ECU and see the results. If you can see here, the data which we have, the speed and torque zone, we have this many points in the whole operating zone of the engine. And you can see how many? You can see the total was 73, as we have two headers, 75 minus 2, 73. 73 rows of data is available. But when you have to make it into a map, which is generally like this, we have x-axis here, x-axis is speed and y-axis is the torque. And if you see here, we have 16 by 16 matrix, and this is the fuel pressure map. So we need to create a map with all the values here, which are almost same for these values based upon these values. So it's very difficult to create a three-dimensional map where you need to fill 16 by 16 means 196 cells of data with only very few input of data. The manual process is going to take more and more time. So let's see how CalG can help in creating such maps very easily. Let's go to CalG. This is the home page of CalG. You can see here we have different features like operating zone identification, engine node optimization, NTE zone identification, SCR optimization, NOx estimator, soot estimator, MAF estimator, and 3D map interpolator. In this video, I am showing the demo of 3D map interpolator. So you can see here we need to input the data file where what is the X value, Y value, and Z value. So let's go here. Let's assume our X is engine speed. This is our X and this is our Y, which is torque. For this map, Z is fuel pressure. Similarly, for boost pressure, Z is boost pressure. For airflow, the Z value is airflow. And for main injection timing, the Z value is main injection timing. We need to fill all these maps within no time. So you can see we have speed, torque, fuel pressure, main injection timing, airflow, and boost pressure. So we need to upload this file which has all this data. So you need to assign X value to speed and Y value to torque, because I have here speed and torque as X and Y. And third one, we need to have the fuel pressure. Let's submit it. And we need a matrix of 16 by 16. So let's make it 16 on X-axis side and make it 16 on Y-axis side and process data, and you got the map. You can copy to keyboard and you can paste here. That's it. So for getting boost pressure map, let's go to CalG again. Just upload the data again and select X speed, Y torque and Z as boost pressure, which is intake manifold air pressure. 16 by 16 data and process data. Got it. Keyboard, go to Excel, boost pressure map, done. Let's go to airflow map. Speed, torque and airflow. And again same 16 by 16 matrix. Got it. Copy to clipboard. Let's go to main injection timing map. Now you can see how did we created all the 4 maps in less time. If you have any change in the axis, say instead of 1100 we want 950, it changes accordingly. Instead of here we want 200 to 100, it changes accordingly. You can do multiple changes and then do it again. Even on the y-axis you can say I need 200, it changes. So this helps a lot in creating a maps and copy to clipboard and use it in ECU calibration. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it.